Welcome to Inspector Toolbelt. In this video, we're going to show you a basic overview of our app, so that way you can find things easily and know how the basics of it work. We're not going to show you every idiosyncrasy and how every part of the app works to the full extent, but this is a great video so that you can navigate around and get to where you need to go. When you first log in, you're going to be brought to this screen where you can see all of your inspections. When you click on any particular inspection, you will see the information for that particular client. You can also see agreements that have been signed, invoices that are either due or paid. You can also complete the inspection, which sends the completed inspection to the client. It also just marks it as complete so that you know it's done. You can accept other types of payment. We integrate with a payment provider called Square, but you can also accept a check. So you can say, we accepted $333 and we received that by check, just for your own records. In this section, you'll also see the Inspections tab. Now keep in mind, our app is always being added onto. We're always adding features, changing things, and improving things. We're going to keep the navigation basically the same, but some things are going to be in different spots as time goes on. So again, this is just a basic overview. Here you can see all the inspections that you've done for this particular client. Maybe you've done a home inspection, and maybe you've done a mold assessment. You can name those different things. We just, for demonstration purposes, named it the same thing. So you can name this Tom Doe Home Inspection, Tom Doe Mold Inspection. You can add a new inspection, choose your template. In this case, we're going to use the primary template that we've set up and our primary rating system. Then you click Create. Once you see this screen, the inspection is ready to go. This is a general inspection template that we have built. So without getting into all the granulars of it, you can see here that you can very quickly, if this were on a mobile device, you'd be able to take a picture. You can add pictures, click on the rating that you like, add comments, and also add attributes, such as the age of a heating unit or type of roofing material, whatever it happens to be. Those you can set up in your template so that they're easy one-click items. Also comments too. We have a global center where you can get comments for every aspect of every inspection, but also each component of a house you can add certain comments that are always there for you. For instance, in the attic, you might want to say attic ventilation was insufficient. So you can add that comment so that's just one click and it's what we call a canned comment. After you've done that, you can go to Publish Changes, which actually publishes your report, or you can just preview your report. You'd also want to set a cover image. If you forget to set a cover image, or you forget to give something a rating, our app will tell you before you publish the actual report, so that way the client doesn't get a half-built report. After you've published your report, this is what it will look like. You will see that it has the basic information of the client and also the property. It will be branded for your company. It'll also tell you how many items inspected, and each one of these links will bring you to whatever happens to be going on in this particular inspection. As you scroll down, you have basic information. You have your rating information, which shows the client what each rating means. General information where you can put your phone number and things like that. This will be built into the template itself, so it doesn't automatically get put in there. So be sure to add a card in your template that'll have this information in there. As you can see, the reports are very nicely laid out. It'll have all your disclaimers built into it. You can also add a disclaimer, note to client, and you can have this in a tab. You can view the details of any particular issue, and it'll show you the comments and the picture. This allows the client to see basically an idea of what's going on for smaller items, but not have to get bogged down in 5 pages of, hey, here's peeling paint. We can go down to the needing attention section, and here's a good example of an item that'll have multiple pictures. So the client can see how everything works. You can annotate your pictures right in the inspection app as you're taking pictures, and it gives the client a good idea of what's actually going on. If the client so desires, you can also print the report in a PDF. Going back to the main screen, this is where you will keep your home inspection templates. So you can set them up any way you'd like. If you want to take a look at the template manager video, which also comes in text format too in our knowledge base, This will help you set up your templates so that it's nice and easy, or you can use one of our standard templates that you can get from our marketplace. In here, you will see comments. So this is where you can add as many global comments as you like. So as we mentioned before, you can have comments that are attached in a template. So whatever comments you put in the template, they will always be there for you when you're doing the inspection. But global comments are things that you might use a lot of. So for instance, you might not want to need to put in GFCIs in your water source on every kitchen sink in your report, every bathroom sink, all over the place. So you might want to have that as a global comment. Click New, add your comment. You can also add comment details, so you might want to make this need GFCI, and then you can give a more detailed description below that, and all of that will show up in the report. You can also give it a short code. So if you type in GFI in a report, that comment will pop up. You can also mark this as a limitation if you'd like. So you might want to say storage items were present, and then that will go into your report as a limitation. Otherwise, you want to leave that unchecked. Here is where you will build out your ratings. So we might have different ratings for different types of inspections. We might use a different rating for a home inspection than we do for a commercial inspection, or a different rating system for a mold assessment than we would a commercial inspection. You can add as many rating systems as you would like here. Here we have set up our primary rating system, so this will automatically go into every report unless we attach a different rating to that particular template. Here is our agreement system. This is a great system. We really encourage you to look at our video on how to set up your agreements. Really, it makes it easy because you can have any variation of any scheduled inspection that could possibly happen. So if you offer mold inspections and radon testing in addition to your home inspection, if you have this here, you can set up conditions so that the radon portion of the agreement only shows up when somebody chooses a radon test with a home inspection. Otherwise it stays out. So it automatically adapts the inspection agreement to only include the items that are included on the inspection. It's a beautiful system and really sleek. When it goes to the client, it goes in what's called a transactional email. So the client will get an email that says, here's your agreement. They click on it, it pops up on their screen, they sign it, done. They don't have to log into a portal or try to figure out any complicated items. It just happens when they get it. Here is our notification system. This is a very robust system that allows you to send reminders and links to your clients. If you are using the full version, you will get SMS notifications as well. But if you're just using the free scheduler, we give you email reminders, but we don't give you SMS reminders at this time. But you will see that you can set up these reminders any way you'd like. You can give it a title. You can add merge tags, so you can say client's name, the date, inspection address, inspection fee, agreement link, invoice link PDF version, so that way the client has a PDF of their invoice, or a payment link if you are collecting payments through our system through Square or another provider that we will eventually integrate with. You can determine who gets it, buyer's agent, listing agent, and you can determine when it goes out. So you can say 1 day before appointment or immediate after it's been approved. You might want the agreement to go out right then or something like that. But you can set these up any way you'd like, and it's a great way to follow up with agents, especially afterwards to market to them. Here you will see our widgets, and we really encourage you to check out our widget video. This will show you how to set this up so that way clients can schedule online. You can also set up your time slots, so this way you can determine what days and hours you will work. In the settings section, you can set up your company profile. So this is where you add your name and address and things like that. The address is not used to be displayed anywhere. It's just to determine where you service for your service area, which we'll show you in just a second. And you can upload your logo, which is very important to do. You can also choose to sync with your Google Calendar. This is an auto approve feature, so a lot of home inspectors actually like to just auto approve a home inspection when people schedule. They don't want to have to review each one. For other inspectors, you might want to leave this off so that way you look at each inspection before they get approved. This is where you turn on client agreements and invoices. So this will allow our system to send them an agreement for them to sign, and at the very least a PDF invoice. And this is where you can integrate with Square for payments and things like international buyback. This is an import feature, so if you use another provider but you want to import your templates over and things like that, there are some providers that we can import from. Ultimately, that's the basics of it. It's a really simple app to use that is very powerful and has lots of features that move things in the background for you so that you can do what you do best, and that's inspect. So thank you for using Inspector Toolbelt, and we look forward to working with you.